We believe that faith in God gives meaning and purpose to human life, that the brotherhood of men transcends the sovereignty of nations, that economic justice can best be won by free men through free enterprise, that government should be of laws rather than of men, that Earth's great treasure lies in human personality, and service to humanity is the best work of life. We reaffirm our conviction that faith in God gives meaning and purpose to human life. May the Lord guide us in all our undertakings. To provide development opportunities that empower young people to create positive change. To be the leading global network of young, active citizens.
It's a happy Monday to everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome to our JCI Cagayan Gold KGTV. It's the 22nd day of March, and of course, we're still celebrating the women's. It's National Women's Month already. Okay, so the entire month of March, we're actually celebrating women all over the country. Okay, with the theme for this year, we make change work for women. So for this episode, our second episode for KGTV, we have invited inspiring, empowered, and brave, beautiful women to join us this evening. Okay, so stay tuned. Get a comfortable seat, get some snacks or have some light dinner already as you join us for 1 hour of chica, okay, or getting to know each other, learning, and of course, fun. All right. So, guys, to start off this segment already or to get the ball rolling, okay, I'd like to introduce everyone to our first empowered woman for this evening, okay? Our Pinay Power, a former Miss CDO, a former Miss JCI, and of course, our member in focus for this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, guys, watch this.
Hi! My name is Cheryl May Bacalares, JCI Cagayan Gold member, an active citizen, and I am for positive change.
I have been a member of JCI Cagayan Gold since 2013, when I was still about to graduate from the university, where JCI molded me to be better, and have been my provision in my Miss Cagayan de Oro journey, during my teaching years, and even Miss JCI Philippines. At the same time, JCI provided an avenue for me to bring out sustainable solutions to the growing issues of our community through our projects like Pagpakabana, Think Green, Brigada Eskwela, medical missions, and many others. With this, it has widened my network through meeting other people during our area and national conventions from different chapters of different walks of life. Since then, I have been an active member, paved way to discovering my leadership skills as a board of director member, and I'm so grateful that even if I'm miles away here in Dubai, my JCI Cagayan Gold family has always included me in all activities. Before the pandemic began, they would do video calls of the projects to share to other members like me who are far away from the city. And now that we do a lot of virtual activities, all the more that I can participate. Hence, I am truly blessed and thankful with my Cagayan Gold family, because since then, I have always brought with me the things I have learned, the principles, and they inculcated in my heart to always aspire to make our community better, live a meaningful and empowering life, and always reach out providing a home away from home.
There. Hi, Shara. We miss you. Gang, how are you? All the way from Dubai. Hello. Yes. Oh, asa na yon? Okay, guys, so we are going to be joined by Shara May Bacalara. She has been a member since 2013, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, she's joining us from Dubai. She has been a member. If you can see naman, kadaghan adto na mga uniforms giagian ni Shara, no? So she has been a member, a proud member of JCI Cagayan Gold. And this is the beauty of JCI, because despite the distance, okay, we are still connected because it's the values, it's of course the experiences that, bind us together or keep us all together. Okay, so actually I could already see in our comment section, we have a lot of guests rooting for Shara May. Oh, asa na yun si Shara May? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, of course, we are showcasing her because it's Women's Month. Okay, it's National Women's Month, and Shara has really, been through a lot already in her career, professionally, and of course, even sa personality niya or sa personal niya namang experience, she's been through so many challenges and of course, a lot of opportunities. Okay, so I think she's already back on the floor. Let's welcome back to the digital stage and to KGTV, our second member in focus for our KGTV, Shara May Bacalares. Are you here? Okay, our JCI by heart. Okay, so that's the beauty of JCI. So, asa naman to siya? Share, how are you? In Dubai. Okay, so I haven't been to Dubai, and I think there's a 4-hour time difference. So although it's evenings at Toa, it's still in the afternoon sa iyaha dito. Okay, and then we're just fixing some technical difficulties, but it's not that difficult for Madam Shara. Hello, girl. Hi, natens ko ni ko kadali.
Hi, Ate Kit.
Okay.
Again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Yes. Can you tell our friends viewing right now, kung asa ka right now? You're at work, right?
Yeah, I'm actually in our office right now here in Dubai. And I have been here since 2018 when I left Cagayan de Oro. So it's good to be back here, at least virtually.
Yes, daghan actually. Oh my gosh, ha. Second episode pala sa KGTV, pero we're having a lot of viewers because ikaw ang naa or ikaw itong member in focus. We have a lot of people saying hi to you. You might want to say hi muna. We have sila Sectea, we have sila BP Cese Dos Dos. So they're all here, and we also have somebody watching from Guangzhou, China. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Guangzhou, China.
Guangzhou, China, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So hello
Share.
everybody. Yes.
Sige, greeting dira sa Dubai. How do you greet in Can you teach us something? Learning experience Yapon eh.
Yes, exactly. Actually, kuan man dire, it's an Arab country. It's United Arab Emirates. The capital is Abu Dhabi, but I am based in Dubai. So just a greeting is like salam alaikum, malaikum salam. So that's the greeting that they have here.
That's the usual greeting.
Yeah, that's the usual greeting here.
Okay, so aside from that, I also learned about geography. Okay, so UAE, Abu Dhabi, and Dubai. So just in case na may trivia, kaya ko na siya tubagon. All right, sige, share. how long have you been in with JCI or JCI Cagayan Gold in particular? Ilang years na ba?
I think I'm already with JCI for 8 years already, and I have been a member. I have invited actually. I started with an invite through my close cousin, who was at that time, he was very active. So he invited me, and then through the help of our very, very kind RVP Jason. So he was the one, siya gid nag-push sa ako, and he wanted me to stay in the group. So as I can see, the group is very like a family, you know. So I'm very much thankful for KG also for all the opportunities that I had and all the learnings as well.
Yes. Okay. So, you mentioned na it was your cousin, your close cousin who, saan man wala man kag
Invited,
lugos, no, or
recruited.
invited. Okay. No, wala
Oh,
lugos either, eh. Invited you to
yes,
join JCI Cagayan Gold. Actually, that particular close cousin of yours is my batchmate when I entered JCI
yeah,
Cagayan Gold. So, dili man ta
correct.
magpaila, no, pero I remember you were still wearing your uniform when you were
In, yeah, in
entering
college.
Cagayan Gold. 'Di ba
Mm-mm.
naka-college, guys, dili man po high school uniform, college uniform. Kasi for those
College.
that are watching,
Similar.
JCI welcomes members from 18 to 40 years old. And
40
our
years
chapter
old, yeah.
in particular welcomes both male and female. We're the only co-ed chapter in Cagayan de Oro City. Share, what
Yes.
made you decide to join uh, JCI? Kasi you were already with us, 'di ba? Kay uban-uban man gid
Mm-hmm.
ta adto kasi of course you go home together with your cousin. So, what was that thing that made you decide I want to join aside sa pag-support pod ni RVP Jason?
Actually, what made me stay is kanang ang bond as a chapter, as well as the activities pod nga very empowering, not just for women but also for men or women at heart also. So anyone can join actually. So ang one important thing about JCI is that you get involved so much in the community. Makapangita kag pamaagi for how to address all the problems. Just even a little problem and a little solution for that problem will go a long way. So that's what made me stay with JCI.
Sige, salamat kay Share. Now, what would you say is the biggest learning or lesson that JCI, 8 years, you've been with JCI for
Mm.
8 years already, but what would you think is the biggest lesson or learning that you've had sa JCI?
Mhm. For a very long time gyud no, daghan kay kog na learn sa JCI, pero the very important thing na akong na learn here is to be resilient at all time, even dagko kay nga problema na atong gina face, so we need to stand up because it's another day
Yeah,
despite
so
every problems we face. Yeah.
that's very great. And I think you mentioned kasi kaganihan na it's like a family, so there's also this support system that you get from
Exactly.
being a member, no?
Yeah,
So, would
not
you
just the
agree?
opportunity. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
exactly, etiquettes. Not just the
Mm-hmm.
opportunity that will go to you, the network that you have, but also the support system is very strengthened. Grabe ka, close bonding. It's like, yeah, it's like family, no?
It's like family na gyud. Family na nalugos nila gyud. Joke. Nila family gyud na siya, no. Actually, speaking of family, your sister from Miss Sammy's Oriental is here and she's saying hi. Okay, we can see her in the comments. Okay, so hi to Miss CDO,
Yeah.
Vinci Bacalares, and we also have our ASEC. Okay, so matensa din me because ASEC Carl from Davao is watching, and we also have our past presidents present, and of course, special shout out to past president Bimbo Gabor, who is
Bimbo
in
Gabor.
Dumaguete right now.
Hi,
Hi, PT
sir.
Bims. So we miss everyone, and we're so happy to see everyone here. No, na ano. Okay, um, share a few last questions before we move on to our next guest. No, another empowered woman actually, but diba, first of all, would you recommend JCI to others and why? Oh, pang Miss CDO ni siya, Miss JCI to siya na question. So, you may begin.
Pinaka-obligado ako.
You may begin.
Okay, so I would like to invite everyone who's interested about JCI, what we are doing, what we do in the community. If you're curious, unsaon pag-join, so just approach one of our members here or sa aming page. You can directly message them and join us, wherever wherever you are. So around the world, you can actually join, girl or boy. So as long as you're age 18 to 40, join JCI and be empowered.
Yun. Sige, share, because we're celebrating Women's Month, do you think that the lessons you've learned in JCI Cagayan Gold in particular, or the lessons that you've learned empowered you even further, because you're already an empowered Filipina to begin with. You were already outspoken. I think that's what gravitated us to you and why we always wanted you to join sa Cagayan Gold, because you were outspoken, you were confident, but sa imong pagtanaw, napabagi na add na value si KG for you?
Of course, of course. Before I joined, I was like a bit shy. I don't
A
like
bit.
yeah, a bit, because I was already I was already like in my teaching, towards my teaching career. So I was not speaking that much in crowd. So in JCI also, I learned that one, the confidence, the strong confidence that I have through their support also. So through trainings, through speaking in public during community gatherings and projects.
Projects,
So
yes.
yeah, you get to learn.
Yon. So thanks so much,
Mm.
Shara May, joining us all the way
Thank
from
you,
Dubai.
Ate Kate.
Actually, your JCI Cagayan family really misses you, especially
Yeah,
on
me too.
in those community gatherings, because your energy, mang good girl, di ba, imong confidence, makasakop gyud og entire gymnasium. And we miss you. We badly
Me
miss you already.
too.
So we're really praying for the pandemic already to end so that we
Yes,
can all see each other. But meantime, good thing there's this virtual platform
virtual.
where, yes,
Yeah.
where we can still come together. And again, I'd like to say hi to everyone joining us for our second episode of KGTV. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we are celebrating Women's Month this evening. Happy Monday to all. This is a positively beautiful Monday. And of course, I have a positively beautiful guest, our first guest, our JCI Cagayan Gold member, Shara May Bacalares. To note, guys, she's very active. She still participates. Ginapa-chairman, gyapon naman na siya. Bahalag to ano siya dito sa Dubai. So thanks so much,
Dubai, oo.
Cher. It was really nice talking to you. And then there's a lot of messages for you sa comment section. So go ahead
I gotta
and
check it
respond
later.
there. So thanks again, Cher. We'll talk to you more. And for
Okay.
now, we wish you stay safe there. And of course, we hope to see you very soon.
Thank you.
Okay,
Bye-bye, kids.
bye. That was our JCI member. She was also one of our former vice president and board member for JCI Cagayan Gold, a former Miss JCI candidate, and also a former Miss CDO for also again our member. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'll bring you to our second segment of this evening, our golden feature. Watch this. Okay, so Maayong gabi, everyone. So for our golden feature this evening, again, we are celebrating beautiful, empowered Pinays. Okay, so we are celebrating National Women's Month. And for our second guest this evening, or our golden feature this evening, we are very fortunate. Guys, you actually probably know her already. You see her every day She does the press con every day, and she has been updating Cagayan de Oro City in regards to our fight against COVID-19. All right, the acting city health officer, she has been in service already for 15 years. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me introduce to you to our golden feature and our resource speaker this evening, Dr. Lorraine Neri. Maayong gabi, Doc. Naka-mute ta, Doc. Pa-unmute na lang ta, Doc. There we go.
Oh, sorry kay nangawala na diri ako mga staff. Ako wala nabilin. Yes, good evening, Kitty. Good evening sa tanan nga nagapananaw og sa gapaminaw nato karong gabi.
Thanks kayo, first of all, Doc, no, for accepting our invitation, JCI Cagayan Gold's invitation. We know you're very busy, and then you probably don't like to face cameras anymore, being featured every day, every morning online. But again, thank you kaayo, Doc, for accepting our invitation. Ano lang, Doc, because we're celebrating Women's Month, first of all, we would like to congratulate you in everything that you do for the city, for always updating us and helping us in the fight against COVID-19. Okay? And we are celebrating you as one of the pinaka frontline, actually, and one of the empowered women in the city. So, Doc, can you, for our audience lang who might not know you, because we have guests from Guangzhou, we have from Dumaguete, we have from Dubai, what is your role in the city's fight against COVID-19?
Yeah, my role actually, since this pandemic is, or COVID-19 is a health emergency, and it so happened that last 2019 or later part of 2019, I was designated to be the City Health Officer of Cagayan de Oro. So wala akong choice but to head. It's a matter, no choice talaga because it's a health emergency. So health talaga yung it will have to be at the forefront. So here I am, so as the City Health Officer, and the task force or the co-chairman for the task force COVID-19 for Cagayan de Oro. And when the first wave of the responses or the immediate response to pandemic started last actually early February of 2020, I headed the Emergency Operations Center, that is the parang the operation center for COVID response in the city, being the City Health Officer. So during that time, medyo murag ako
alert na, oo.
Yes, oo.
February pa lang ni Doc, no? Wala pa gali di ay ta nag-lockdown ana na time.
Yes, early February when the first case in Manila was detected. So here in Cagayan de Oro, we already had a series of responses. We already prepared our action plans, our operational plans, and our contingency plans. And we already made coordination with other agencies na para sa response. And then when the health emergency was declared around March, so ready na ta sa Cagayan de Oro to initiate all the plans that we have. But of course, it was not easy. Kay plans lang man na siya. Plans are different from actual implementation.
The actual na ano.
Yes.
Lahi gyud ang kung naana ka sa situation, no. So it's really different na man na siya, Doc, no.
Yes,
would you say, Doc, that the pandemic experience is different for women? Nabay kalahian ang experience nato karon for men and women? Is there a difference in the experience?
Between, if you mean experience between handling or facing this pandemic between a man, or as compared to a man facing this pandemic?
Yes,
sorry,
yes.
Happy kanina ang ano.
Okay. Ano siya, Doc? Do you think that the pandemic experience is different for women? Would it be harder or is it easier?
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't think there is any difference between the experience felt by a woman or a man, since this is a pandemic and every one of us here
Is
is
affected.
affected. So the same level lang. Of course, the manner that we respond to it and the manner that we react to every situation will really differ from one person to another. So dili ko na siguro gangon nga between a man and a woman, but or man as compared to a woman, a reaction. But in general, it differs in every person.
Kanya-kanya man na siyang reaction yun noon, no? It's very actually it's quite subjective yun noon. It
Correct.
depends yun on the person yun na ano, and how you cope with
How
what's
you
happening.
cope, how you cope with
Yeah.
the situation, and your reaction. Di ba na ganitay murag nice saying or whatever that you can't control the things that are happening around you, but you can always control the way that you react to those things. So more
Nice,
with
nice.
that.
Yes, okay. So guys, you've heard it. You can't control the things around you, but you can actually control how you react to the situation. Correct? Salamat kay for that, Doc. Because we're celebrating also Women's Month, man yun, no, Doc, no? Uh, Women play a vital role during this global crisis, right? For all the women and of course for all our guests watching us this evening, what role is it that women can actually actively participate, or where can we do more? Kasi sa JCI, I'm a good doc. It's always more for others, and then how can we do more for others? So where can women in particular do more to ease what's happening in a pandemic?
Yeah, well, women are really born nurturers, di ba? Kita
Yes.
as women, as a daughter, as a wife, as a mother, and nature inherent on us know that we are nurturing and we are born carers. No, we are inclined to care for everyone. So diha siguro na to makita ang difference between I'm not saying that men are not nurturers.
Yeah, we're not saying that, guys. We're not saying.
Yeah, I am for gender equality actually. But sorry guys, but the nature is really this is how nature works. No, panganak kita nga mga babae as nurturers and carers. So mao na siya ang dako na to nga role sa kaning pandemic kay um there are many aspects actually na affected by this pandemic. This is not only about our physical health in general, because of course when you contract COVID-19, of course your physical state will suffer. But this is more actually than physical. It transcends into your emotional being, your psychological being, your spiritual
Yung
being.
mental.
So everything that you are made of actually is being affected by this pandemic. So there's siguro difference between them na makita mo sa women, no, kay we tend to care more and to maalaga, no? And when we approach a problem, it's not and we tend to be multitaskers actually.
Mhm,
That's a fact.
mhm.
Women are more multitaskers than men. Ang mga men usually that this is science actually, kung nakapokus sila kana lang gid, but women can do many things in one setting, di ba? And that's the beauty of it, because we can do many things in one situation, and we can focus on our work, and still we can
Take
focus
care.
on our families and our loved ones. So kana gyud, that is the big role of women in this pandemic.
Thanks kay Doc. Actually, the strength of men man pod, guys. May magid kay mo compartmentalize pod yun. Like,
Yeah.
laser focus. Oo. Grabe, bawi for the men. Bawi for the men. Bitaw, it's gender equality, but we are celebrating Women's Month. Doc, I'll just segue a little bit, Doc, because we're already rolling out the vaccination in the city, and we'd like to take this opportunity to actually educate more of our viewers and the public, because there's a lot of storya-storya manggudok, daghan kay storya-storya, daghan kaayo kanang hadlok, ana-ana. So, first of all, what are the usual fears about vaccination, and did you experience these anxiety or fears about vaccination?
Okay, the usual anxiety or fears about vaccination stems from the fact that these vaccines are new. And because COVID-19 is a novel virus, no, bago gyud siya, and we are still in the process of knowing this virus and knowing the ways and how to manage this, on how and the vaccines, of course, no, bago pa gid kaayo sa nga tanan. So the fear stems from that, and of course with the previous na mga news about the failures of vaccines katong mga nauna, no, dili nagatatak na siya sa minds sa
Makulbaan ang mga tao, oo.
Oo. And since again bago ni siya, so the fear is dili pa kahani makahatag og side effects. So we also have come to read many in the social media, many news about this kind of vaccine having this kind of side effects or having these adverse effects. Na apoy mga news na yung mga nangamatay, no? And so when we get to hear news from unverified sources, diha na ang problema. We call this infodemic, no? Wala dili verified ang mga sources, bisan kinsa-kinsa lang mo gawas, and then ipasa-pasa na sa social media. So mao na siya nga naga-shape pud na siya, no, sa opinion of the public. So diha na siya ang mga fears, ang mga anxieties kung basin, no, that this will also happen to me. So ang atong pangontraan actually is to know the correct information about the vaccine and about the vaccination procedure. Mao magina siya ang atong importante. And when you read information in the social media, dapat, or in any forms of media, dapat know the source or check the source. Dapat kuha siya, no, legitimate ang source. So we encourage nga dapat gikan siya sa World Health Organization, sa the Department of Health, kung din sa ato, or any health authorities in other countries also.
Okay, that's great, Doc. Guys, so that's a quick reminder, ha. So every time you hear something in social media, double check your facts. Only follow or take information if it's from WHO, DOH, or City Health. Okay, so of course you can watch Dr. Lorraine every day sa Cagayan de Oro City na webpage. They stream it every 11 a.m. Doc, no? Ang inyong
12. Actually, 12 noon up to
12 noon.
2:30 to 3 o'clock.
Sige. Doc, very quickly lang, last two questions before we will already let you rest for the day. Kasi a lot of people are asking, how does it feel to be vaccinated? Bugat, Doc? Bugat, di ba mana ka ng kahilantan nun? So what is your personal experience lang? Just so that makampante ang others na ano.
Yes, actually, ako, if you ask me if I had fears sa vaccine, kato mga early nga stage, I have to be honest, kato wala pa kayo mga data about the vaccine. Syempre, as a medical personnel, you have to ask yourself, no, wala, safe pagid pud ni or dili. But eventually, when the Department of Health already issued the emergency use authorization for these vaccines, and nakita mo po nato nga in other countries na apod sila mga emergency use authorization na gipang issue, so that gives us the confidence. So nawala ang anxiety. And what did I feel during the time before to vaccinate? I was really excited. So tinuod yun na siguro pag naiuban na during the screening, nagtaas ilang BP, nagtaas ilang heart rate. It could really happen because
sa kulba.
Yeah, siguro sa uban kulba, anxiety, and sa uban excitement. So sa ako nga part, it was more of an excitement kay parang finally this is it. And then, pero sa kalong isa ginoola sa taas akong BP. So I passed the screening. And then after, the usual, the common and the expected side effects, of course, a slight pain on the injection site. And in any other injection, the same naman yung po ng sensation. Sometimes manghawoy ang shoulder going to the arms and the forearms and the arms. Ana lang yun. And so far, I didn't feel any of the mga headaches or chills or fever. But naagid pod no sa atong kauban dinhi sa City Health Office, naagid pod og mga reports of feverish no, or burag feeling lang nila feverish pero pagkuha sa temperature dili man pod og
Dili la,
yes, oo. And sometimes
psychological siya gamay.
Wala ta kay but that's why when we report adverse effects following immunization, we have to do investigation para to rule out any other cause of what the person is actually experiencing at that moment.
Okay. So thanks kayo, Doc, for informing us and for sharing your experience. Sige, Doc, your reminders to the public on COVID-19 and of course on the vaccination, what they shouldn't be worried about, and your message to our frontliners, especially to our lady frontliners or women frontliners.
Yes, about COVID-19 in general, kani everyday na ni gisumhan na siguro paminaw mga tao kay gusto na ko ganyo sayo sumhan ako og istorya, pero this is the only way and the surest way and the proven way to beat COVID-19 bisan wala pa ang vaccination no. Our minimum public health standards, our non-pharmacologic interventions, unsa ni siya katong pag-wear nato kung insakto sa atong mga face mask, mag-face shield, lalo na in a crowd. And then, ang atong hand hygiene, mahimo no, always bring your sanitizers with you. Kay naa kay mahikap-hikapan no, it's very important that you sanitize your hands every now and then. Kung wala man gani og soap and water, then alcohol or any sanitizers will do. And of course, pinaka-importante po yun niya, lalo na in this time na the economy is slowly opening up and establishments are opening also. Dili malikayan nga ang mga tao mag-go out na yun, and of course, magtapok-tapok. Always discipline yourselves to do physical distancing. Kana among ginasulti permanente, butang sa imong sa imong huna-huna nga ikaw pwede makatakod or ang imong katapad pwede ka matakdan sa imong katapad. So, murag, kumbaga ba, being praning in a way para at least to protect yourself. So, that person may infect you or you may infect that person. So, para wala infection, dapat magdistansya. And of course, pinaka-importante po no, is, yes, knowing the right information, because knowing the right information or the correct information will guide us or will guide our actions. Nanatid siya ang atong permanente gina-stress for COVID-19. And for the vaccination, of course, yes, knowing the right information. And if ever you have any anxieties or any questions about the vaccines or the vaccination procedure, please feel free to ask the health authorities. Dili ang imong silingan, dili ang sa kung kinsa-kinsa, dili dali o tuo sa kunon sa imong nabasahan sa social media. Always seek information from the health authorities. And make sure no na ang inyong vaccination, during the vaccination procedure, kung panangitan ka muna later on o kung we will go into the community vaccination, kung ka muna ang nakaschedule, na may mga instructions na ihatag sa inyong City Health Office prior to the immunization schedule. So, sumayon lang din nato ang mga guidelines po. And lastly, atong message to the women and to the women frontliners. I always give this message every time I have talks. Actually, this is kapila na din siya nga talks for the Women's Month, no? And I'm very it's my pleasure actually, bisan gabinhan ako.
Thank you.
But I usually go home actually late from the office kay daghan pa kayo trabahoon din yan. We have our operation center nga naga-operate din sa CHO, so tagdugay gid mi gapanguli no. So it's not a hassle nga naata karon din eh. But anyway, It's my pleasure really to be invited in this kind of talk so that I can share also my thoughts on women empowerment. Mauni permanente akong ginasulti, no, as a woman, know your strengths and your weaknesses, because knowing your strengths will really push you forward, or will give you the confidence to do the things or to accomplish things in your life. And your knowing your weaknesses should be a motivation for you to reinvent yourself, to push more, or to strive more or harder, so that you can overcome that weakness. Don't quit. Kaya ang weakness na to, it can be an opportunity for us to soar more or to soar high in life. So make that handicap as an opportunity to improve. Mo ginapirmi akong ginasulti sa mga akong talks about women empowerment. And of course, as a mantra, ako kay I am a Lasallian, kay sa Lasal magyud ko ni graduate, although wala na sa ni I came from Negros Occidental. I grew up in Bacolod City, pure Ilongga ko, no? So tawag ani. So the excellence with compassion. When you do things, do it with compassion, because when you do it with compassion, that will propel you to do the thing excellently in life.
There you go. Pang Miss Bacolod kay to siya, Doc, no, ng mga answers. But thank you so much once again. Thank you so much, Dr. Lorraine Honconeri. Okay, Doc, thank you so much for spending your time with us and for sharing all those valuable information with us this evening. So guys, make your handicap an opportunity. So it's also very fitting sa JCI values. Doc, again, from JCI Cagayan Gold, thank you. And in behalf of all the viewers this evening, thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see more of you around, and we will be tuning in every 12 noon, of course, to know more about our fight against COVID-19. We wish you all the best, Doc, in everything that you do, and of course, halong permi, Doc.
Yes,
thank you.
Miss Kitty, and hope to see you in person one of these days, and to all the
same.
The officers of JCI Cagayan Gold. Salamat sa consider invite ko karon sa inyong show. It's really a pleasure.
Salamat kay Doc. Thank you so much. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, our golden feature this evening, that was Dr. Lorraine Neri. She is actually in the forefront against the fight of COVID-19 here for Cagayan de Oro City. And okay, so naglami na gid og storya, no? And I know there's 3 more empowered women that we are going to have in our last segment for this evening. And so with that, I'd like to welcome to the digital floor kanisha kay matensa din ko kay very seasoned and experienced host, our very own past president Owen Hines.
Hi.
PPO, matensa kong hosting
Hi,
skills.
VP.
Uli na ko.
Kumusta man diha?
Bibora, no, kanang ganahan man gid ay taba when we like the topic,
Yes.
when the topic at hand is something that is very relevant to us all, dili ka gusto mo undang. But muundang nako because we also have more information. Okay, so we have 3 women. You will be with 3 empowered women. So this is katatagan at galing ni Juana, di patatalo sa corona. So for PPO,
yeah, and
take it away.
Before you leave, no, thank you so much for having me here. Ayan, so thank you so much. And of course, this is in partnership with Mines and Geosciences Bureau, Region 10 of the Department of Environment and Natural Resources. So, as mentioned by Kitty earlier, we still have 3 amazing women who are here tonight in our digital conversations as we continue to celebrate Women's Month. So I am very much honored to introduce to you our first guest. She's the Admin and Communication PNCO of the Regional Public Information Officer of Police Regional Office 10. And she's already working in service for the PNP for the past 15 years. So please welcome PSMS Cheryl G. Lido. Hi, ma'am. We also have a faculty of the Xavier University, Dr. Josepi Rizal School of Medicine, and she's been working as a doctor for the past 15 years in Polymedic Medical Plaza and also 10 years as a surgeon in Amay Pakpak Medical Center. Please help me welcome Dr. Hanisa G. Guro. Hi, Doc. Good evening. And last but not the least,
Mm.
a chemical engineer, a supervising science research specialist, and currently the OIC chief admin of the Mines and Geosciences Bureau, Region 10. And she's been in public service for the past 22 years. Please help me welcome Engineer Liberty Daitia. Hi, Engineer. Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
All right, so guys, now for those who are just tuning into our live stream, this is our celebration of the Women's Month here in KGTV, the special live stream of JCI Cagayan Gold, and I am surrounded by amazing, powerful women here in Mindanao. So I'm very much honored to be part of this conversation tonight. And let's continue and let's start with our first question for everybody. Pang Miss Universe po ang ating first question. Actually, in your opinion, ito, pang Miss Universe po to, but actually walang winner, walang runner-up. You have to just answer the question. In your opinion, what do you think is the role of women in that society? Di ba? Pang Miss Universe. So maybe I should ask first kasi yung nauna kong na-introduce is si Ma'am Cheryl.
Hello, good evening. Pang Miss Universe, yun na yung question.
Diba?
Hello, once again, good evening. My name is Police Senior Master Sergeant Cheryl Giliado. The role of women in the society today pretty much have been changed sa pila na katuig. I myself is an example for that. I belong in a institution where it is male dominated. Pero as the years progress, gender sensitivity, we are given a chance to participate in trainings. So, equal na tanan ang babae o lalaki. And
Yeah.
I think that in this noble institution, ang babae, pwede nila i-showcase ang ilang talents kung unsa ilang ginatago-tago. So, I think we are fortunate to be in an organization where women are being recognized as a nation builder and also in the organization.
That's amazing. At least now we see the armed forces are also, very much open to
Yes.
to seeing more women in the workforce and also seeing them in the front lines also. Now, how about you,
Yes.
Doc Anisa? What do you think is the role of women in society?
Okay. First of all, good evening sa tanan. Good evening. Hi, Ma'am Beth. Kaila
Hi,
ko si Ma'am Beth.
Doc.
So, I'm Dr. Hanisa Guro. I'm a hepatobiliary and pancreatic surgeon. I'm assigned in May Pakpak Medical Center. So, as mentioned, the role of women in the society has evolved through time. So, women are known to be the symbol of love, the symbol of courage, strength, and spirituality. But due to the today's world is changing significantly, and so is the role of women. So in this modern society, women are well educated, independent, and also successful in their own fields, be it in politics. So daghan na karon mga politicians na babae. Also in the government agencies, we have our vice president who is a woman, and then also in healthcare. So mas maraming doktor or mas maraming nurses na babae kaysa lalaki. And also even in the entertainment. So in today's world, I think the role of women in the society is almost, if not equal to the role of men, because in today's world, women are also decision maker, not only the men.
Ayun. So we are seeing also, the role of women are changing and evolving, and they're more engaged in how we build our countries. And now, Engineer Liberty, no? So on your end, because you're also in a male-dominated field, so what do you think is the role of women in society now?
I think natubag na nila tanan.
Kasi na pa kayo ma-add, Engineer, no?
Siguro in our field, yeah, we are all young. We are all most of our obviously are field men. So women seems like they're balancers because sometimes male dominated nga office, they sometimes forget nga we also have this capacity to do
Yeah.
field. So aside from that, women also are, as mentioned ni Dr. Neri Gania, we are born nurturers. Nurturers din ang
That's true.
women. In whatever
Ayun.
the family or sa office. It's a
Yun.
field.
Speaking of nurturing, no, ladies, women wear different hats. Women are mothers, sisters, friends, and they're also a co-worker and all the other roles that you take as women. So you wear different hats. So how do you balance the different roles you take? Who would like to answer first? Kung yun sa ninyo pag-balance ang inyong being a woman and also being part of society. Who would like to answer first? Or maybe let's pa-reverse order na po sa engineer akong paunahon.
Joke aning. um, yeah, I am a mother. Thankfully, sa karon nga pandemic, my boys are all grown up. But during their younger years, it was difficult to balance because first you have to be a mother. Okay na siya ang kuan. But then you have to do time management, siguro yung time management and setting limitations. Ahara kutob ang imong work and ang imong walay limit man ang motherhood. So you have to set limitations ko asara and then prioritize lang.
Ayan. Prioritizing. I think this is not just for women, no, but I think for every human being. I mean, you have to know how to prioritize things and how to see what is more important than the others. But for you, Doc, how do you balance, especially with your line of work? No, you're a doctor, you're on call almost 24/7. So how do you do that?
Okay, so regarding the roles that I play, so I don't have much problem actually with that because at the moment I'm single, so I don't have a family. Don't have my own family that needs my attention at the moment.
Okay.
But as a woman, generally, in order for a woman to balance her career and personal life, you have to set your priorities. And as mentioned by Ma'am Beth Kaniha, is really time management and be organized. And also time management, and to add to that is you have to have a time for yourself in order to unwind sa pressure ng career and your personal life. So time management actually is the key.
Ayan, so prioritizing time management and self-care, no, you have to make sure that you do self-care and not forget about your needs as well as a person, as a woman. Now, lastly, Ma'am Cheryl, sa imo, how do you do that?
I was struck by what the first speaker, si Ma'am. Ako, I have little kids pa. I have a 7th-month baby. So I'm looking at the future. Pero kita, we are Iwanas. We are multitaskers. Dagan kay tag pwede mabuhat sa isa ka adlaw lang. But if you love your work, pwede nimo maka-adjust ka. If you really love your work, kanang everything falls into place. Tapos na po kay mga health, mga support groups. Kanang it will make the burden a lot easier. If you are passionate sa imong trabaho, if you love your family, kanang tanan mga problems, dali na nato na siya ma-solve.
Ayan. So I like that, no, because you, especially now na you have you still have a little child, Ma'am Cheryl. But
I have a 7-month baby.
No, the challenge of taking care of the baby and taking care of the community as a police, I mean, as part of the security force of the country. So, unsa man ang mga difficulties you've encountered in the profession, especially you? I think of all the three ladies, I think you have the highest risk, no, of really kanang grabe gid ang risk sa life. So, how do you overcome those challenges in your profession and in the line of work that you have right now?
Actually, last year, I was pregnant. Gabi, pandemic na gito siya. But despite that, I still report to work. Because there's COVID lagi at 24/7. The police is always there, manning the checkpoints. But despite the risk, the police is always there to serve and protect the community. We are public servants, man. We cannot say no to our duty. But sige lang, go lang. Because even though na pandemic, makalahute ra gyapon ta. As for myself, ako ra sa una gadto ko og checkups, only me. I drive sa car. Naga
Wow.
po in the back of my mind basin makatakdan ko. Pero
Mm-mm.
if we have kanang bitaw belief nga everything will be okay, makalahute ra gyapon tanan. So mulabay ra gyapon ni pandemic.
Mm-mm. Ayan. So, for you, Doc Hanita, I have this question. What do you think are the values na highlight sa mga babae during the pandemic?
Okay, so I think the values that was highlighted sa values sa
Mm-hmm.
mga babae during pandemic is number one is as mentioned ganina paulit-ulit being nurturer. So
Mm-hmm.
being nurturer and also because we tend to care and we show support, so not just to our family but to our patients, especially for us. uh, we are dealing with patients, for example COVID patients. So
Yes,
uh, not only importante dun yung mental health, not only the mental health of the patient but
that's
also
true.
your mental health, because
Mm-hmm.
as healthcare frontliner, we are also anxious and we face fear kasi we don't know if you're gonna get the virus. So
That's true.
kailangan din maano mo yung mental health mo. And like for example,
Mm-hmm.
I've served in wars and ganyan. So in during the war, alam mo kung sino kontra mo, alam mo anong iiwasan mo yung bala or ganun. But in this time sa pandemic, hindi mo alam sinong iiwasan mo, hindi mo alam sinong may dala ng virus, hindi mo alam kung makasalubong mo ba siya. So there is fear. So I think the role of women is yung support, you show support just by talking to your patient, just by reassuring, because we have that, we it's innate sa women that uh yun nga, nurturers. So I think that's one thing that the women can contribute. And also uh women of today are also decision makers. So
That's
hindi lang
true.
yung
Yes.
mga lalaki ang decision. So
Mm-hmm.
in like sa mga option kanina, like si Doc Neri, so she is part of the decision making in the DOH. So in here in the Cagayan de Oro. So women are also decision maker. So I think yun lang sa marami pang
Oo.
values ng women ng ano.
Oo. Yes, no, parang the women now are also, I think the support system of women helping other women is also very important in this time of pandemic, wherein
Yes,
we have
empowering
to
other
uh,
women.
yes, which, that's also very important that we have to uplift other women who are also vulnerable in these times. So for you naman, engineer, like, yeah, so what are the things that you need to adjust in order to still be effective in this time of pandemic? I'm sure there are adjustments in your office, in how you deal with people and how you deal with the systems and processes. But what do you think are the things that you need to adjust?
Um, ang ako magong field now is
Mm-hmm.
previously nako sa field no, but now I am in the office as
Mm-hmm.
OIC, the admin and finance. Ang akong i-adjust yun is ang concern sa imong mga kauban when they have this
Mm-hmm.
fear nga they will be infected, and the what will the office do or how can they be supported. So I have to adjust yun sa ilang mga concerns and assuring them nga we have in place ang mga support para pud sa ila. And also during the pandemic, ang field namo was temporarily suspended because of the restrictions sa travel. But ang finance and admin continued to work, or else papiang ang among office. So we were there at the height of pandemic. We were at the office. Good. So we have to adjust. Amo lang iko ang among fear, but then we have to think of the welfare po sa office. So mao na siya mo mga adjustments.
Grabe, no? So, isog yun ang mga kababaihan. So, they really have to face even this challenging times, go lang ng go. But this is my second to the last question. You are also seeing the young women of today, like the teenagers and those who are, well, not even reaching their teens yet. What are your vision of these women? Kaning mga bata, unsa kay inyong panlantaw sa ilaha? And how do you see their future? Maybe I can ask first, Ma'am Cheryl.
Um, I think the women of today, or especially mga young girls, they should be more knowledgeable. Dapat
Mm-mm.
aware sila silang surroundings. And even though I don't have a little girl,
Mm-mm.
I see myself dapat empowered po ang mga teenagers. Dapat dili sila, they are not afraid of what the future would bring if they are well equipped. They should be more open-minded sa unsay kapanghitabo sa palibot karon. And I think the support of our family is very much important because that is the way nga they will grow up to be responsible citizens. Because as police officers, it is our duty to serve and protect the community.
And so I'm also looking forward to seeing a lot of young ladies joining the workforce, the security workforce, and be there and inspire more young women, even younger women, to take part in nation building. So thank you for that answer. Doc Han, how about you po? How do you see the women,
Uh,
mga younger women today?
okay, so younger women today are the so-called millennials. Actually,
Mm-mm.
they are right there. They're going there. So, but the number one thing that they should need is education. So, they should hindi yung ano lang, hindi yung mga iba kasi mga nagti-TikTok lang ganon. So, I think education is the key
Yes.
for women
Mm-mm.
empowerment, no?
Mm-mm.
Education and para hindi ka maging ignorant sa lahat ng sa community. So for example, this vaccine. So instead of spreading bad news about the vaccine, why don't you educate yourself? Educate yourself
True.
and then you share what you have learned to other people para hindi yung nagti-TikTok kayong ano lang, so walang kabuluhan. So make a difference kumbaga. So make a difference
Mm-mm.
by yun. So education for me is the key.
Ayan. So girls, young women, and even young men, use your TikTok wisely. So you make sure that
Yes.
your TikTok is used for good, hindi lang sayaw-sayaw, but give information in 1 minute or less. Ayan. So how about you, Engineer Liberty? So how about you? How do you see these women now, and what are your dreams for them?
Ang young women nowadays are far different from siguro I'm a bit older. So sa among panahon because we were during our younger years medyo timid ang mga women. But now you see girls nga empowered na sila. They have this desire to be yan although nasa TikTok pero they want to be heard. So ang I think ang ila lang yun is for them to like what Doc Aning said, education and then be aware of what is happening in the community para mas empowered pa gid sila.
Ayan. So lastly, no, before we go, this is my last question. What is your parting words to all the women, not just the young women, but to all the Filipino women out there? Let's start with Cheryl.
Oh, ako good.
Yes.
Anyway, thank you very much for this opportunity. My message to all the women is, despite what is happening, what is going around, if you feel na you're all alone, you're depressed, just continue to reach out to your loved ones and don't forget to pray because in every circumstances, there's always a solution to a problem. So sa Women's Month, ingon ditong huwana laban sa pandemya, kaya. So, kaya nato ang mga problema nga moabot sa ato. So, thank you for having me. It's my pleasure to be here. So, kana lang.
Thank you very much once again, Ma'am Cheryl Lido. And of course, we have Dr. Hanisha Guro for your last message of inspiration or hope to the women out there.
Wow, inspiration. So we cannot deny that this COVID-19 pandemic made an unprecedented change in the world. So, but yes, there is hope. So that's my message. There is hope. There is an absolute hope that we will get through this stronger and better. And with the advent of the vaccine, this is the first sign that there is hope. And also, let us not forget all the lessons that we have learned during the pandemic, especially during the lockdown. So let's not forget all the lessons that we have learned from this. And also, let us not forget God because uh, siya lang gyapon ang atong kuan. Ano yan? Siya lang yung matatakbo natin. So let us be prayerful always.
Yeah, thank you so
That's
much,
all.
Dr. Hanisa Guro. And again, no, ganahan kay ko ato na we should always ask for guidance of the of the higher being because dili man nato ni makaya kung wala tay faith in God. And so lastly, of course, we have Engineer Liberty Daitia, ma'am, your message.
To all the women out there or pakila ang mga men, just hold on. Kay hope is in the horizon. We will all get this through with God's help.
Ayan. Thank you so much, Engineer Liberty Daitia, and to all the other, the rest of the guests. No, thank you so much for being with us tonight, and thank you for sharing your inspiration and your knowledge. No, thank you so much, Good Kaayo, and we hope that you continue to be there for others and continue to inspire more people. Can inspire Kenya's journey, and we hope that other women out there are also seeing this live stream and get inspiration from your journey. Thank you so much and may gabi sa inyong tanan. Thank you.
Thank you. May gabi.
May gabi isa sa inyo. Thank you so much. And again, guys, that was our Know Your Guest. Of course, we have with us Ma'am Cheryl, Dr. Hanisa, and Engineer Liberty, and sharing their thoughts about women and women empowerment. So there you go. This has been the second episode of KGTV. And of course, we'd like to say thank you to the Mines and Geosciences Bureau Region 10. Thank you to to Miss Shera Bacalares, Dr. Lorraine Neri, Engineer Liberty Daitia, Dr. Hanisa Guro, and Ma'am Cheryl Lido. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. And also to all the people who are watching, especially to our friends from the JCI community all over the Philippines and outside the country. Thank you so much for supporting JCI Cagayan Gold's KGTV. This is our way of sharing information and educating the people through our social media platforms. So thank you so much. And again, we'd like to say hello. We have our immediate past president, Pres Kenny Elwaban. Hi, and also we have Epiphany Abejo Gamo saying congratulations to all women out there from China with love. Xie. And we also have, of course, our JCI Senator Mary Joseph Dispo. Thank you, Doc Aning, Ma'am Ebeth, and PSMS Ariel for sharing your thoughts. Yes, thank you so much, ladies. Ayan, so do we have other people we would like to greet online? We have Christine Romasanto Arcego. Assalamu alaikum and good evening from JCI Binyan. Thank you so much. Ayan, di ba? We're reaching as far as Luzon. And we have, again, Epiphany Abejo Gamos. We salute our ate PSMS Cheryl Gamos Lido, of course. And salute to all the women in the workforce. And we have our regional vice president, Jason Vinyante Alcudia. Congrats, KG. Thank you so much, RGT Jason, for also supporting. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you once again for supporting JCI Cagayan Gold's KGTV. And personally, I would like to say thank you to the 2021 Board of Directors, especially to 2021 President David Piol, and also to EVP Kitty Chukinhoy Piol, and also to Secretary Josh Waban, and to all the board. Thank you kayo ng inyong guest host for this episode. Thank you so much. And again, guys, see you in the next episode of JCI Cagayan Gold's KGTV. Have a great evening and stay safe. Bye, guys.